Go.
Don't come so close, your head's too big to fit in the picture.
Hey guys, ConnorBrendan, and we're at Gainesville, Florida, and we're at Fire Station. So, meeting one of our dad's friends. So, yeah, this is gonna be like a vlog. So, cool.
So let's move this. Set this stuff right here. You guys hop up in there in the seat.
Is this what you were expecting today? You over here?
Yeah. This is our illustrated facility over here. Yeah, this is where I'm.
Oh, this is cool. It's much bigger. I'll get out.
What is all the cool stuff in there, man? That's kind of neat, isn't it? So see how our air packs are mounted inside of our seats like that? So this is our air pack. This is basically a big bottle of air, just like what we're breathing right now, but we compress a bunch of it and put it inside that bottle so that we can breathe when we go inside inside of where there's a fire, in a house or whatever. And then see how everybody keeps their gear all kind of laid out, that way we can get into it real fast. So when we have an alarm, we have a minute. No matter what we're doing, we have 1 minute to be in this truck and pulling out the driveway. Whether we're sleeping or we're eating dinner or we're in the shower or whatever it is, we got 1 minute to be going. To get dressed, get all our stuff on, and go out the door. That's something, isn't it? Pretty quick. Mask that we wear, that goes on your face like that. And then this thing right here, it's called a regulator, hooks right into that air mask right there, like that, and that's how we breathe. And then you sound like Darth Vader. You're like, I am. Y'all hop on out. This guy, his job is to pull one of these hoses right here. See these big hoses right here? That's 1 3/4 line, okay? So it's, when it's got water in it, it's about that big around. And then you see the nozzle on it right here? His job is to pull that line. There's 200 foot of it. We fill it slap full of water, just like your garden hose. And then that's what we use to put the fire out. Pretty cool, right? This guy up here, so this seat right here, check this bad boy out. This is where the lieutenant rides. So the lieutenant is the guy who's in charge. He's the boss man of the truck, okay? So he's the one that gets to make all the decisions on what we're gonna do, him and the firefighter. Hop up there and take a look at it. Well, you got to do it one at a time, but hop up there and check it out. So you see our computer here? Our computer is what we use, and I'm not going to mess with it, but our computer is what we use to, normally it shows us what calls we're going on, it gives us a map. This truck has a GPS in it, so we always know where we're at. They always, the people who dispatch us always know where we're at, and knows who's closest to whatever call we're going to. And we can use this to find fire hydrants, find the call we're going to, all kind of good information in there. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And you know this is the lieutenant. You see the red helmet? So in this department, the lieutenants wear red helmets. That shows that they're the boss. Check this out. So this truck carries a whole bunch of fire hose, okay? So this is another one of our attack lines. Miss Kate, you hold that. Hold it now. It's heavy. And that's one of the things, like we'd use this one to put out a car fire or something. And yeah, it's like a big gun. And see this, you just pull that back and that opens it, and you push it forward and that closes it. Whoa! Check it out, boys.
The truck carry water too?
Yeah, this truck carries 750 gallons of water. So we take 750 gallons of water everywhere we go, and we have a pump. Which one of y'all's good at math? Who's good at math?
They're like, nobody wants to volunteer.
Bren?
So
Bren's actually pretty good at math. He just doesn't like to have to do math.
So we carry 750 gallons of water, and our pump will pump 1,750 gallons a minute.
Poppy, you want to see it?
Oh my gosh.
That fire hose right there will flow 100 gallons a minute. So, if I'm just using my tank water and I'm flowing 100 gallons a minute, how much time do
Oh
I
gosh,
have?
I can't even do that math in my head.
That's a hard one, isn't it? I threw some information in there you don't need. To try to confuse you.
It's only like 15 minutes.
About 7
Yeah,
minutes.
it's not-
About
that's not
7
very
and a
long
half
at all.
minutes before I run out of water.
You gotta
Flowing
put
just that line
That's
right
why you
gotta
need
put that
fire
fire
hydrant.
out quick.
Yep. See, come here. Here, you guys get to load some fire hose. So this is how we load this hose. This hose, it just goes in. See how it's real tough, real tough hose. So it just lays back and forth. So it goes all the way across. All right, Kate, you get to load some. Yeah, it can be hard to hold though. It definitely. And that's one of our smaller lines. That's some of the bigger stuff. Pretty cool, huh? Come on over here. Have y'all ever driven a fire truck?
I have.
Well, come on, hop in there. Check it out. What do you think, man?
It's cool.
Sit way up high.
Is it pretty quiet here like this today?
This station is normally quiet during the day, and then they run all night.
Are those all the sirens up top then?
Some of them are, yeah. I'll show them the siren here. So I'm not going to turn it on, but that's like a lot of, it is some siren stuff, but a lot of controls for the lights and stuff like that. Hey, you guys want to see lights on the truck?
That's pretty cool.
Don't talk too quickly.
You guys are so quiet. You're never
Yeah,
as
right.
quiet at home.
All right, you want to see the lights on the truck?
Sure.
Yes or no?
Yes, please.
There you go.
All right, check them out. See, you can see them up front here.
Got some lights going. Look at this.
Kind of cool, huh?
That's pretty cool. What do you think, Dave?
It's cool.
I want y'all to find something in here for me. Find the key for me, the key that starts the truck. No. Hop up in there and see, can you find the key? All right, tell you what, find where the key goes. Find where the key goes.
Listen, wait, Brendan, let me get up there.
Maybe there's
Move for
no
a second.
key.
Your dad might be on something.
Yep.
Just maybe. Maybe there's like a eye sensor.
Do you see it?
Nope.
You might look right at
Ah.
Maybe.
Nope. Yeah, I think your dad was on to something. There is no key to start this truck. So here's how we start these fire trucks. You get to push that button, and then I'm not going to do it, but then we push that button, and then the truck starts. Push buttons. So your mom asked about a siren. You see this right here? Mm-hmm. This is our siren that's on the front. This is the one that you hear on a fire truck. It goes whee. So it's a foot pedal, and all you got to do is step on it, and then the horn is right here, obviously.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, huh?
Are there sensors on the truck that help change the traffic lights?
No, there used to be. I don't know if this truck's put that in or not. Yeah, this thing right here. This thing on the front of the truck right here is called a Opticon, and it's what used to. But Gainesville has gone to a. We have a computer-aided dispatch that, like all these trucks have GPS, so they know where we're at, and they're supposed to. The program is supposed to change all that for us as we go to create flow and track.
Doesn't.
I mean, it does, but it's traffic gets bad here.
What
so.
year is this truck?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
I think this is one of our newer trucks.
Is it?
But it's at least 6 years old. It's been here since I've been here.
What's the weight of it?
Our tower truck is 78,000 pounds.
Oh, that guy's 78,000 compared to the truck.
This
you're
one,
driving.
this one's 42,000 pounds without water.
42,000 pounds. So the truck, our truck would drive probably 6,000, 5,000 or 6,000.
So, how much water does this truck hold?
7,500?
What is it? I don't remember.
I think it had 7 in it, and
I
maybe
can
a 5
rewind.
and a 1.
Y'all ain't paying attention. This is Firefighter Hunt. Firefighter Hunt is driving this truck today. His job is to, when a call comes in, is to find the address. If he needs to look on the map, there's a map right here. And he can find where engine 3's got to go.
Google Maps.
Yeah.
Can't do it when I'm trying to drive.
And then he drives into the call, and then his job, if it's a fire, is going to be to run this pump panel right here and make water go wherever he wants it to go. So you see all those levers and everything. So that thing that we just pulled, that hose that we just pulled up there is the front jump line. So if Firefighter Hunt wants the front jump line to have water, he's got to pull that out right there. And then that will make water go out of that one. Or any of this stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty neat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So is there a hose you fill the trucks up in here?
So yeah, we call this a Jaffrey valve or a steamer valve or whatever. So this is the intake for the truck. Water comes in here. The hose that we use to fill is back here.
It's pretty cool.
Right here. So this is a 5-inch in diameter hose. So it's like that when it's full of water. And it's big and heavy. Yeah. So we hook this. It's called a humat valve. This hooks to the hydrant right there. Pull this off, hook it to the hydrant, and then he would drive to wherever we need to go. And then we use this big hydrant hose right here.
Is all the hose up there? the big
Yeah.
hose?
So there's.
How many
Yeah.
feet is there?
So we carry 1,250 foot of 5-inch hose. So, and that is all how much hose we require, or that we carry is something that's required by the NFPA. They determine how much of each one of these things that we have to have. And I think we have more hose than, we carry a ton of hose. So, yeah, but that 1,250 foot of 5-inch hose for our supply line.
How much supply? When it's actually charged?
So most of the fire hydrants that you see in the city of Gainesville will flow somewhere around 2,000 gallons. If you see a blue top on them, their minimum they have to flow is what, 1,700, something like that? 1,600, 1,700. Most of them, because the city of Gainesville's hydrant system's so good, flow 2,000 plus, which is about all that hose can. The capacity of that hose is about 2,000 gallons a minute.
And if by chance you actually get a place where you do extra water, we have the capacity to hit column, boost the pressure. Yeah, boost the pressure.
Yep, absolutely. So let's look at some of the stuff inside the truck, guys. Oh, so another thing, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. So can you see up here? You probably can't see it very good, but this thing right up here is another big, there's no hose on it, but it's a big nozzle up there. We call it our deck gun. That thing will put out 1,000 gallons of water a minute. That thing will fill a swimming pool in a minute. 1,000 gallons of water a minute.
60 seconds.
That's pretty fast, isn't it? A lot of water.
We just got through talking and it took a minute.
All right, so let's check this stuff out. This is so a fire truck is basically a big pump and a big toolbox. Okay, so we carry tools and we carry water and everything we need to fight fire with. So we call this our driver's compartment. So it's got the nozzles, it's got fittings, it's got extra hose, it's got the stuff that the driver needs to hook up the truck or to put water where he wants it to be.
What's in the green bin?
This is foam, so certain types of fire, fuel-based fires that we go to, we apply foam to as a suppressant. So you have to do it through this little thing here and hook up into in the line. And
that's foam.
Yeah.
The pressure. It's pretty slick.
Pretty cool stuff. So this is just more tools, more stuff. We call this our high-rise pack. So, as you can see, it's just more fire hose. There's 100 foot of 1 3/4 line right there. And then there's a piece of 3-inch line, about 5 or 6 foot long. And then we've got, see this thing right here? See, what does that look, what letter does that look like?
Why?
That's exactly what that's called. It's a gated Y. It's gated because you see these right here? These are gate valves. So it's a gated Y. And then we have a nozzle right here. So this is what we take, is that if we go into a fire that is in a multi-story building, so something that's, say 5 stories or something, in the stairwell, there's a big pipe that runs up the stairwell in most all buildings. And so what we do is we take that in, we hook it to that pipe, and then we can go to whatever floor. That way we don't have to take a whole bunch of hose with us.
Pretty close.
And that thing right there weighs about probably 50 pounds, 50, 60 pounds. So you got to throw all your gear on, your air pack, and then that thing, and climb up a bunch of stairs.
And it's hot.
And it's hot. It's definitely
Because
hot.
there's a fire going.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then we carry some more tools and stuff, some cutters, some big old giant bolt cutters here.
Turn me up.
And then more tools. Like I said, this is a big rolling toolbox with a pump in it and some water. So these engines don't carry near as much as what the ladder trucks do, but they carry a lot of stuff. Anybody guess what this is? Y'all have cats, don't you?
Yep.
Guess what this is?
Cat litter?
Yeah, why would we carry cat litter? Any idea?
Help the fire.
Get in the back. Get in the back. Get in the back.
Something to do with water. Because it absorbs.
You're going down the right path. You're going down the right path. It does absorb, but we use it for when we go to car accidents, and it absorbs. Oh, hey, Firefighter Hunt's got something for y'all. It's sorry guys, it's required. Y'all have to wear fire helmets right here.
Safety.
Safety first.
Safety. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Fit?
I think it fits good. Thank you.
All that is required. So you're right, it absorbs. We use it to absorb oil when we go to car accidents. Come on around here.
Come on. You're missing out. You gotta look at the other stuff.
Ocala.
More hose.
So more hose. This is another, we call it a master stream. This is just like what was up on top of the truck. This big hose, we put 2 pieces of hose to it. And we can also, we put 2 pieces of this hose. This is 3-inch hose. One on either side right there. And that will also flow 1,000 gallons of water a minute. Fill up your swimming pool in no time.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, right? And this is
You
extra
don't
hose.
think a whole lot about this when it's rolling down the road.
What?
No, that's still.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's pretty slick. You don't think about truck coming down the highway.
And then what's the fan for, you think, guys? It's an electric fan. What do you think that fan's for?
For you guys to cool off.
Any guesses? Not to cool off with. Not for me to stand in front of. What do y'all think the fan is for? So what happens when something is on fire? What does it create?
Vacuum?
Yes, actually, if it can. More specifically, what is the byproduct of fire?
Air.
No.
Fire needs air.
It needs air.
So it's the opposite.
Ash, absolutely, ash or smoke, right? Byproduct of fire is smoke. Well, there's ash and smoke, right? So when you go to a house and it's full of smoke, smoke is actually flammable. So what smoke is stuff that hasn't burned yet. So when we go inside of it, it can actually get hot enough that all the smoke actually will catch on fire.
Wow.
Believe that?
That's cool.
Huh?
That's cool.
It's not
Well,
cool if
it's
you're
not
in
cool
there.
if you're in it.
It's not cool if you're in there. So what we do,
It's a cool fact.
Yeah.
it's a cool fact. Yeah. So it's actually very dangerous. They say that smoke is more flammable than propane.
Wow.
Okay, so that's pretty bad, right?
But also suffocate you.
Smoke rises, right? Propane sinks, so that means.
Well, and then what happens when smoke rises, and it's inside of this building here, so it's going to rise, and then it's going to spread at the roof, and then it can't rise anymore, so it's going to start to bank down. So eventually, this whole room is going to fill with smoke, and that's one thing we look at when we go to a house fire. When you open the front door, is how far the smoke is, and what the smoke looks like, what color it is, how fast it's moving, how far it's banked down in the house. That kind of tells you how far along the fire is and what we have to worry about. So, the fan, we can use that fan right there to get the smoke out of the house. And the way we do that, we use something called positive pressure ventilation. So, if there's one exit and one opening, and I put pressure at the opening, I put blow air in. Well, that fan right there blows a lot of air, okay? So I blow a lot of air into the house, and I have one opening, it's going to force all of that stuff, all that smoke out of that opening. So it helps to cool the fire. It helps to let us see better, because you can't see through smoke, right? So most of the times when you close your eyes, everybody close your eyes. That's what it looks like when you go on a fire. It's dark, you can't see anything, it's hot. So we can blow the smoke out of the house, and then we can see, find the fire eater, we can get the fire out quicker. But we have to do all that. We have to coordinate all that with the guy spraying the water on the fire. Because who said fire needs oxygen? Fire needs air?
All of us.
So fire needs air, right? So if I give it a lot of air and I don't put any water on it, it's going to get bigger, right? So we use that with that fire hose and put air on it, or put water on it. So one of the main things, there's nothing fun in here. One of the main things that this truck does, so with a fire truck, one of the main things we do is go help people when they need help. And we help people, probably 90% of what we do is medical calls. So people hurt or sick.
Brent got stuck in the washing machine.
Oh,
When he was a toddler, he climbed into high.
Right here in Ocala.
We had to call the,
Right in
that's
Ocala.
funny.
and the fire department arrived just as he got himself out. Because I was trying to get him out, but when you twist it, the blades push down, and he had his hip. And so I was freaking out. She was an infant. And I called 911. I'm like, he's stuck and I can't get him out.
That's hilarious.
He was using it as a hide and seek place.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Fireman came, checked you out.
Yep, that's what we do.
So, yeah, that's absolutely what we do.
Kate hit her head.
Yep, 7
Right there.
stitches. The fire
On
department
the-
showed up.
yep.
A lot of fire departments showed up. That one. 2 trucks.
So one of the things one of the big things we do, like I said, is medical stuff when people are hurt or sick or whatever. So this truck carries everything that an ambulance has on it. Okay, so we can do everything. These guys are paramedics. I'm an EMT, which is kind of a step below. You know, a nurse is a step below a doctor, right? An EMT is a step below a paramedic. My job is to help the paramedic. The paramedic is the one that does the treating. But we carry everything that the ambulance carries. The only difference is, well, we're better than the ambulance, obviously.
Because she got
Cool,
hit in
we're
water
cooler.
too.
Bigger.
But we don't take people to the hospital. That's the only difference. So check this out. Who wants to see the heartbeat? Come here.
Whoa.
So this is a cardiac monitor. You know what that means?
You guys don't carry any tasers, do you?
Well, we got a big taser right here. Trust me.
He'll do the same thing.
Hey, Brandon, you want to try that out? No? All right.
That's a big taser right
All right,
there.
buddy, you get some stickers, all right?
And you don't want that. Well, actually, depending on what's going on, you might want that.
This is true.
Yeah, shot the heart right back in the rhythm.
Yep. This right here is when somebody has a heart attack. It's not what I'm putting on you, okay? But when somebody has a heart attack, this is what we use. What I just got on him, and I can transmit that to the hospital, We don't do it, but we have the ability to do that. I can send that to the hospital. That way, when they get to the hospital, they have all your information already. Cool, right?
Yeah.
And then we carry this. We call this our airway bag. So this has stuff that we give people oxygen with, or if we have to put something in somebody's throat so they can breathe, or that type of thing. And then we carry different kinds of medications in here for people with cardiac problems or diabetic problems, or a variety of other things. Pretty cool, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
The bag is on it.
Blue bag.
Blue.
That's for pediatrics.
That's for kids. That's for pediatric bag. All right. So we have seen engine 3. You want to go see a ladder truck too? Water on the fire. Pretty simple, right? So you see the difference? What's the difference in this truck right here?
Ladder.
Got a big ladder on it, right? It's a little bit
It
bigger
doesn't have
truck.
as much doors on the side.
It is longer.
Yeah.
So this is one of our small ladder trucks. We call this one a Quint. So it's not as big as our. If we went to Station 1 where I normally work at, I would show you the truck I normally work on, which is a tower, which is 100 foot. It's got two wheels in the back, 2 axles in the back, and it's got a 100-foot ladder on the front and a big basket on it. This is we call a Quint. It's a little smaller truck. It's only got a 75-foot ladder on it. Only 75 feet. So in Gainesville, we call this truck, what this truck, it's a ladder truck, but we call the people who ride on it a truck company. A truck company, okay? So what a truck company does at a fire is search and rescue. So we go in and we look for people. And then there's always 4 people on this truck, so we break into 2 teams. So we do, one team does search and rescue, and then one team does forcible entry and ventilation. So another one of the ways, we saw the fan over there, so one of the jobs of the outside crew that does the forcible entry and ventilation is to bring the fan at the front door. We go in the front door, we blow air in the front door. Another thing though, and this is my job, so it's cool. That's why it's cool, is because it's my job. Another way, what does smoke do? Well, we already said that. What does it do?
Goes up.
It goes up, right? So a good way to get all that stuff that's going up out is to cut a hole in the roof of the house. So my job is to get on the roof of the house, use a ladder, get on the roof of the house with a chainsaw, and cut a big hole in the top of it. And then all that smoke goes right up out of the top. I also get to break open doors. That's another forcible entry. If somebody's inside needs to come out real fast, that door needs to be open for them. So my job is to open the doors for them, whether they're locked or what. Garage doors, I get to cut garage doors in half. Get to do some pretty cool stuff.
So if you have anger management problems,
come see me. Come see me.
good job.
All right, let's check out the Quint.
Pretty
So
cool,
it's
huh?
pretty similar to a
Long
basic
truck.
fire engine, right? Looks pretty similar. The cab is all about the same. These are all made by E1 in Gainesville, or in Ocala. Y'all seen E1 before?
Uncle Shine used to
Yeah.
do that.
Remember where they built them?
This truck has the same attack lines right here. We've got, I didn't tell you guys what these were earlier, but there's the 1 3/4. There's 2 of them. There's 200 foot on each hose bed there. 200 foot of 1 3/4 attack line. So we have 2 of them. One has a fog nozzle, like what y'all saw. The other has a smooth bore nozzle, which is just like a pipe. I can't pull it out right now, guys.
That's okay.
And then we carry 400 feet of this 3-inch hose right here. Pretty cool. Same pump panel. It's all pretty much the same. There might be some little things that are different. Same pump panel. This truck doesn't carry near as much water. This truck only carries 500 gallons of water. So if I'm using 100 gallons a minute, I got what? 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
They carry all the same medical stuff.
We carry, every truck in the department carries all the same medical. I don't know how much is in this truck. This is one of our backup trucks, okay? So I don't know how much is in here. So all the tools might not be in here, but a lot of them are. Everybody knows what that is, right? Fire axe. That's one of the things you can use to cut a hole in the roof with or break a door in with. Here's a tool you'll find in every fire truck in the world right there. For 1,000 bonus points. Can anybody tell me what that's called?
It's something like a crowbar almost.
You're close. You're close. 1,000 bonus points. Gonna go by the wayside if you don't know.
It says it right there.
Well, that's the name of the company that makes it. This is called a Halligan bar, or a Halligan tool. And
Is that after the person who made it?
yep, absolutely. The chief in New York City. The history is funny. That this was they used to find this like on burglaries and stuff. That people, some criminals made this to break into houses with.
Oh, how about that?
Chief Halligan found it and started manufacturing it, started making it, and giving it to his guys in the New York Fire Department. Well, the New York Fire Department wouldn't buy it. They it was Boston was the first one to buy these and issue them in the early 1900s. And after that, they took off. And this is the most versatile tool in the fire service. You'll find this on every fire truck in the world.
Zombie apocalypse tool.
Zombie apocalypse tool. I got some really cool tools for the zombie apocalypse. That right there will do the job.
Oh yeah.
But I can open doors with that.
Garage?
I can open a garage door with that. I can pry with it. I can brake with it. I can do all kinds. I can turn valves off with it. I do all kinds of cool stuff like that.
Pretty cool.
Neat stuff, right?
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm taking my time to show you guys all this. At the end of this, everybody has to have a question. Understand?
Got it.
Everybody asks a question. Got it?
Got it, Kate?
You got it?
Got it.
All right, cool. All right. So, who knows what extrication is? Anybody know?
Extrication.
Extrication. So, when somebody gets in a really bad car accident, they're trapped in their car. One of the things that our truck companies do, all our ladder trucks, is cut those cars open to get people out. So extrication is we remove the car from around the person, not the person from the car. So we can take Lieutenant Bowen's truck right there, and I can cut that truck completely apart and take somebody out of it without moving them.
Wow.
So I have the ability. This stuff, this is just wood, 6x6. It's called cribbing. So before I start cutting on that truck, I have to make it stable so it doesn't move. And this is the stuff that I use to make it stable. I use these wedges and these 4x4 blocks right here to stabilize that. Chisel. Here's our high-rise pack, something we saw on the other truck. This is a cool thing. This is something else that I use. This is a hydraulic ram that I can use to open doors with.
That's pretty cool.
See that right there? So what I can do is I can stick that in a door jamb, and then I can take this little pump right here, see how it pushes apart? And I can open any door I want to with that.
Pretty well. Just with a little bit of pressure.
Just a little bit of pressure. See how easy that was? Using leverage. Pretty cool stuff.
So don't think you can get locked in the door and not.
Guys, we're done at the fire station. Now we're going to get lunch.
You want first date pancakes?
We're not gonna pancakes. So guys, we're at Smokehouse, and this is mine. And I'm getting water, I think, or soda. I don't know. So yeah. See you guys. Coming out. Bye.